back on the road. We're headed up to Muncie. I believe that's where we're going to stay the night at. And then from there we go to the Monroe house. Literally after the Monroe house, we turn around and investigate Rhodes Hotel. Alright, so we decided to make a quick pit stop. I didn't realize it, but there are places that I've gone to go to investigate. I've literally driven past this and didn't even realize it. I am so observant. Alright, let's go check it out, because this building isn't going to be here for very long. So, Donna's pointing me out to where the portal to hell is.
Beyond that door.
Just beyond that door is the portal to hell. Yeah, this would be a pain in the ass to investigate. The train track is literally about 40 feet away from the building. Joe Don basement. I'm in the crawl space. Device is going off. I don't know why. What is your name? What is in this crawl space? Listen back. Again.
Bluetooth pairing.
If that's you, get away from the REM pod. I'm saying that if it's it, to get away from the REM pod. Yeah, move it. Just move it. Yeah. So we're trying to investigate, and that damn REM pod keeps going off. All right, try this again. All right, setting that down. So again, I'm Joe. Don is out there in the basement. What is your name? What's buried in the crawl space? Alright, now listen back. Alright, setting that down. So again, I'm Joe. Dawn is out there in the basement. What is your name? What's buried in the crawl space? That's me breathing. Alright, what was today? I'm going to be a little more aggressive with my questioning. I have a feeling I know what you are. My pod's going off. Stop that. Okay, the remote went off. Or is off. Again, I know what you are. If you're setting up the REM pod, stop. Just stop. Leave it alone. I want you to knock on this wall. Were you summoned here? Yeah. Joe, still in the crawl space. Do we know your name? Are you afraid of us? Joe, still in the crawl space. Do we know your name? Are you afraid of us? Nothing. wind. I'm going to stop this. These next round of questions, I'm still in the crawl space. These are going to be more for Dawn. If you can communicate with Dawn through that radio, can you say her name? Why are you pretending to be humans, such as a child or a female? Are you wanting to leave? I believe Dawn thought again, we're not saying that what she's hearing is what's coming through. But it's something like she said, you did it. Stop this session. Listen back. These next round of questions, I'm still in the crawl space. These are going to be more for Dawn. If you can communicate with Dawn through that radio, can you say her name? Why are you pretending to be humans, such as a child or a female? Are you wanting to leave? That's a car.
You did it?
I believe Dawn thought again, we're not saying that what she's hearing is what's coming through. But it's something like she said, you did it. Step. No. So we're in the blue room, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. All right. You know who we are. Let me get this digital recorder going. Alright, Joe Don, Blue Room. Again, you know who we are. Want to knock on something for us to let us know you're here? I don't know if that's me doing it. That's so hard to tell what's going on. The other,
My stomach's growling. That's me.
the EMF meter's not going off. So I don't know what it is.
Still my stomach growling.
Get this over here. Yeah, how can people come here and have all this crazy activity, and here we are. We've been here since 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And we might have heard something, but we don't know what it is. We have no idea. So why?
And we weren't investigating then.
Yeah, and this is, this is the demonic location. We know that. We know that because all the indicators are not only our own experiences, but other people's experiences. But just because a place has a demonic entity in it, doesn't mean it's going to be active all the time. Oh, will you stop already? You're so annoying.
And the red light's supposed to be temperature up. And it is warm in here.
Yeah.
And it was blue downstairs and it was cold downstairs.
If that was you, do it again.
Or in the basement.
You ain't gonna do shit. All right.
Yep.
You were upstairs by yourself for a long time too. What room?
Ouija board room.
Right. Did you feel intimidated? Did you feel weird? Did you feel anything?
No, but everyone's saying, oh, this room's the scariest. I sat there for what, 30, 40 minutes? I recorded some stuff, but nothing.
I am in the Ouija board room at the Monroe house. And just trying to stay up here by myself. Last time I was here, I really had a hard time staying by myself in a bunch of places at this location because I was very uncomfortable. I just had surgery 3 weeks prior, and just again didn't feel comfortable. And although it's been kind of quiet today, and we've been here for a while, in fact we've been here about 8 hours. We haven't had a whole lot going on, but now it's been dark out. I was downstairs with Joe just a little bit ago, and I was just talking. We weren't recording. He's getting something set up for investigating later, and he heard a woman's voice. It wasn't me while I was talking. It was coming from a different direction, so he opened a door and tried to figure out what it was. And he came back, like, no, heard a woman's voice, and then he heard it again, and I didn't hear it. And unfortunately, we weren't recording. But to give you an idea about what we're looking at here, this doorway, people have seen a tall shadow figure at the doorway, and seems like it sometimes happens more when people are standing in the doorway. I'm gonna go stand real quick and just see if that happens, because it can be uncomfortable when you leave your back to a door. So let's just see. Is there anyone up here with me? Man, it's just so weird. See, I don't really feel anything. Can you make a noise or a knock? Let me know you're here. Can you show yourself? That was the window. Window again. So a lot of times, look back here, a lot of times some of these noises can easily be debunked, and you really need to tag them when you hear them at the time, because when you go back to review any footage, you forget like that clicking sound when you're asking for something to tap was actually like the wind hitting the window or something like that. It's the window. There's some residual noise from outside. Of course, this is my shadow. I like to sit when it's quiet and listen for things. Again, if I go completely dark, you can't. It's really dark. I'll flip you back around again. See, and that's dust. There's, in this room, you can see a lot of bugs and dust. Now it's colder, so really no bugs, but that was definitely dust. Hello? There's a dog outside. Last time we were here, I think it's the same dog. Kept barking and barking. It's the same dog. But again, if I didn't tag that and I go back to listen, forget about the dog, that could have sounded like a woman's scream or a child's scream, because it literally did sound like that. But I know it's that dog. There's the window. Come on, it's got to be kind of impressive. Something that you can do. I mean, there was a channel that had this cradle move. Again, that's dust. And Joe and I kind of debunked a little bit of that, or what we think might have happened there, that he'll show on his channel. But I thought I'd come up here and well, let's just keep an eye on the cradle. Let's see what happens. Because I'm obviously sitting back here. There's, it hasn't moved since we were up here last. So if you're in here, why don't you move that cradle with the baby doll in it? Just move it a little. You don't have to move it very far. Now, I just saw some dust in front of the camera. If this picked it up, there was some what sounded like light knocking. It has been raining, and in various places I've been today, when it's raining, it almost sounds like a tin roof, kind of like, the rain falling on a tin roof. So I'm pretty sure that was rain. Okay, and that was car lights, because there's now curtains in this room instead of the black plastic covering what most of the windows are covered with. So I think you can do better than that. You can definitely show yourself, move this cradle. There's some balloons and dolls and some other little toys in here. You can move them around.
All right.
Waited for the little cradle to move, nothing.
So, Omar's chicken shit.
I'm a 49-year-old female who's not scared. Yeah, they both were saying how scary this place is. Okay.
Look, there are times where this place
Yeah, I know.
is no fun, but we still do our thing.
Oh. You hear that?
Yes, I did.
I'm a 49-year-old female who's not scared. Yeah, they both were saying how scary this place is. Okay.
Look, there are times where this place
Yeah, I know.
is no fun, but we still do our thing.
Oh. You hear that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, guys. Oh, now I just have chills. We're sitting here taunting. That sounded like something.
What the
Oh,
fuck was
shit.
that? That's my kind of shit right there. Is somebody here, though? Let's make sure.
Okay, REM pod's going off.
No, I heard that.
Oh, no, that was loud. I should have been able to capture on this. That sounded like the basement stairs, though. It was like something scurrying up it.
Right.
I've got chills.
Okay, that was cool. That was cool.
That was something we were
I don't know what it
taunting.
was. Something that I want to explain before we move on to the next location. Dawn and I were teasing Omar while we were investigating. We said, well, he was chicken shit. What I want people to understand is that sometimes as an investigator, there are certain things that we try to do to see if we can get some sort of activity to happen, which did happen. So I want to make that very clear. That's what we were doing. I wanted to create a negative atmosphere, seeing if that would trigger activity. And of course, not long later, we heard what literally sounded like footsteps and somebody like dropping something. Now, is that paranormal? I have no idea. I honestly was expecting to see Eddie or Michael to walk into the room that we were in. I honestly thought we were gonna see Eddie in the house, which would have been a surprise because Eddie doesn't go in to the house when investigators are there. You know, we have the house, he doesn't interfere or anything like that. So I honestly thought I was gonna see Eddie. That didn't happen. And again, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys that was a ghost. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys that was paranormal. I have no idea. But that is absolutely some of the best, whatever you want to call it, that I've ever captured. It was very clear, very distinct. But again, what was it? I don't know. All right, we are leaving the Monroe house. And we are on our way to Rhodes Hotel. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's do this. So, Dawn wanted to make a pit stop. Yeah. Mom and I were on the second floor, Rhodes Hotel. And, check out room number 1. Here we go.
Sarah is the name we're looking
Sarah's
for.
the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, this room is known to be Sarah's room. Is there a Sarah with us right now?
This wasn't bad. That was new.
All right, this room is known to be Sarah's room.
Answer these questions real quick.
Known to be Sarah's room. Is there a Sarah with us right now?
That was definitely me walking or stepping. All right, so it's doing a repeat. Let me see here. Whose name is that? I can't see.
Anita.
Anita, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's see. Do you have a follow-up? Off the top of your head? Okay, I'm recording now. Just try to keep it as short as possible because we still have to do the AEVPS and that's going to take a little bit of time. So, all right, recording now.
Excuse me. If there isn't a Sarah here, what is your name? I would like to burping at my food. Excuse me. If there isn't a Sarah here, what is your name?
No.
Do you have a question, Mr. Vitale?
Nope, I absolutely do not have any questions.
You want to get to room 3? We can always come back here.
Right.
You let me choose and you're like, well, you're going to that room.
Yeah, because he didn't say anything happened in this room.
Well, no, but people have had stuff. I've seen it online when I've followed this place.
I'm really gonna strap a camera to your head.
I'm looking at you. And I'm holding it steady with my bad arm.
Alright,
You wanna go to the room too? Well, now remember he said you don't have to be in the room for that.
we're gonna sit in the hallway.
Yeah, we can be outside. And I'll sit on the floor if there's not a chair.
Yep, that's what we're gonna
Okay, so we're gonna move you guys.
Yep.
Moving the fam. And then, are you leaving that camera in here, or are we taking that?
do. No, I'm taking that, I'm gonna be taking that and the digital recorder.
We're gonna come back to this room later. Probably not on the live, but I will run.
Alright, so yeah, we're here to talk to you, hang out with you. We got some candy there, if you like some candy. I have peanut butter fudge downstairs, if you like peanut butter fudge. It's so good. So. We're gonna ask some questions, and there's a thing in your room. It has an antenna. All you have to do is touch the antenna, and we'll know that you're there. Let's get this thing going.
Hello, I would like to speak with you and ask you some questions. Please speak loudly and you will be heard in the recording. I'm not here to hurt or harm you, and I just want to find out more about you. So I'm going to ask you some questions now. Is there anybody here? If there is, please give me a sign of your presence. A knock, a bang, or scream really loud. How old are you? What is your name? Are you a boy? Are you a girl? Are you a man?
So far, nothing was going on. We weren't getting any EVPs, and everything was just really quiet. Well, for the exception of people driving by the location and screaming. And then a little bit later, some random guy walking around yelling. Fuck that dude.
Go check it out.
don't see anybody out there.
I don't see anyone. I mean, why would we hear it like 4 times?
Right, I mean, there's somebody outside. Or was.
Well, you went pretty quickly when you heard the last one. So let's just kind of keep listening, and you can always ask Mike in the morning if it's a common thing.
Make that rocking chair move really hard for me. Can you tell Dawn that I'm looking at the rocking chair? Just say rocking chair.
Down. Condom.
Say condom? Conveniently, she said condom. And this is where some action took place way back in the day.
Without you.
I don't know if that's what actually was said. That'd be funny if it did.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
It's just so random to me. And a lot of it I'm not even repeating because it's so fast. It's radio, radio, radio.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Did you say condom?
Yes.
Okay. Because I walked in that back room.
Which room?
The back one. Back. Straight back.
Uh-huh.
Where room 1 is.
Right.
I didn't go into room 1. I just walked into that open area, and as soon as I walked in there, it said, "You said condom." And I'm like, I think she said condom.
Well, didn't they have ways of doing that? I mean, we don't know what time period, but, you know, sheepskin. I don't know.
All I know is...
How do you turn this off? I can't see.
Dawn and I continued to investigate, and we did investigate every room upstairs. We just weren't getting any luck. When Dawn and I were doing reviews with our members, there was something that we noticed that we didn't notice while we were investigating. In the footage, there was a light that just turned on. I wasn't sure where it was coming from, and again, we never seen that, and it happened a couple of times. It happened while we were taking a break, and it happened while we were upstairs investigating. I wanted to see what it was. I got onto Google Earth and there was a street light, but I didn't think that was it because that was something that we would have been able to see. I went back over some of our footage that we had, looked at different angles to try to figure it out, and then there it was. Down the hall, there's a security camera. The IR light on the security camera would come on and then quickly turn off. The reason why it's happening is because the sensor's picking up that there's enough light to run the camera without the IR. The sensor picks up that there's not enough light and then turns the IR light back on.